What's up, everybody? Jonathan here with another mod review. This time we're looking at the Caterpillar 555D Grapple Skidder, and I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while. I saw somebody had made it, and every once in a while I go check a website called Polygonish, which has 3D models of different things, and a lot of them end up in Farming Simulator, and they're not that expensive, but of course then you got to know how to script them to make them work in the game with all the XMLs and stuff. But anyway, somebody has requested or had this built or whatever by Polygonish. I think this is where it came from. It's where I first saw it, which has kind of got me excited because I've been a Caterpillar Skidder fan for a long time. Probably back when I was about in high school or so. I think the Caterpillar, I believe it was the 518, was maybe kind of on the way out back then, but it was the Skidder everybody had, and I think from there it jumped up to maybe the 515, 525, and 535, and then now they're up to the 555, which I'm not really sure if there's anything beyond this, or not. I haven't kept up with it very much over the last 10, 15 years or so, or more. But anyway, this is a very nice mod. Yeah, so everything's really detailed. All the little screws and bolts, and the screen there on the side of the engine is real detailed. The Caterpillar logo, all that stuff. I mean, the bolts there in the wheels. It's even got some kind of little, not really sure what that is, that red thing, but it's got all the cylinders, and the grapple looks pretty well detailed and nice. So it's a super nice mod. The only thing, I guess, from me about this mod so far that I've found is just sort of three little minor things. Is number one, the chains. Where I live in North Louisiana in the South down here, we don't really use chains. That's more for up north, as far as I'm concerned, with dealing with either mud or snow or something, or ice. Maybe some of the mountainous areas you need it for extra traction, but down here you hardly, I mean, I don't think, when I was a forester, I don't think I ever saw anybody running chains. I mean, any kind of machinery, you may, of course you had some track machines, but like even on the well, you just don't see chains down here as much. That's what I'm trying to get at, I guess. So that's one thing. And let's see, the other thing is I haven't really checked everything out on this thing yet. But let's hop in here and take a listen. And the sound's pretty good. It sounds a lot like most of the skidders you'll get in the game, which is okay. I'm okay with that. The sound to me doesn't really matter too much. Now some skidders do sound different than others, and it would be nice if they sounded like they're supposed to sound like. But for me, this sound is fine. Let's go inside though. Now this is not what you would find in the Caterpillar 555D. Of course, they didn't put much effort into the interior, which again is fine. I hardly ever drive inside with this view because it's just hard to see. So the little half steering wheel, that's obviously not going to be right, and there's probably all kinds of computerized stuff in there. And in fact, the Caterpillar 555D, if I had to guess, probably has dual joysticks instead of a steering wheel. But again, like I said, it's fine because I don't normally play and drive with this interior view. Now the thing I do like about it though is it does have all the windows. It's all enclosed. It's got the screens on the doors, so all that's nice. I like that it was finished that way. Now if you noticed, when I switched from the interior view, there's one more camera view, which is the grapple view, and that's kind of nice. So you can back up to some logs and be able to raise and lower the grapple and get that view, so you can kind of get a better idea of what you're getting. And I guess the only other thing, well, two other little things, I mean they're minor, is one, if you notice, whenever I hit the gas, it starts off kind of slow, then it's like super fast. So that's kind of tough when you're trying to get backed up onto a log. Like for instance, there's, well, see, I've already passed that one up. I'll drive on up here a little ways because I was going to go right up to this area and pull some trees. Okay, so let's pick this little log that we just went past. Alright, so if you're trying to get backed up onto that log, it's kind of difficult actually, the way they've got the engine and all that does. Let's see if I can't, let's see. There we go. Trying to raise it up a little bit. So if we're trying to get lined up on that little log back there, so if I give it some gas, it doesn't really want to go. If I give it a little more gas, it gives too much. See, I shot past it. So that's kind of annoying to me. I don't like that. But as far as grabbing logs, it does really do a good job. And I think some of these trees may get in our way, but so I don't know. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's just drive on up here. I've already got several logs up here at this little logging site that I've got. Oh yeah, there's our Tiger Cat 635D. That's got a lot of potential. I think they need to put some more work into that one, but I was really excited about that one too. And the other thing I don't like about, the other minor thing I don't like about this skidder is the cab kind of gets to rocking whenever you're trying to make small adjustments in the steering. So it'll be more apparent when I get up here on the ground. See, watch this. See how it's kind of rocking. Of course, now I'm using the controller, so I don't have a steering wheel. But I bet if I use a steering wheel where I could make more smooth turns, it wouldn't be as noticeable. Okay, so here's a little group right here of 4 logs. Let me see if I can get lined up without shooting past them. And we got a pretty good little mix here of there's looks like 1 or 2 big ones and then 3 small ones. I tell you what though, let's try this. Let me get turned around and I'll use the blade to get all these kind of pushed together. Because one of the things that I like to look for in a skidder is one that can grab multiple logs without the logs slipping out of the grapple. Alright, I might have pushed them too far. Let me hop in this processor, get it out of the way. I got my joy to key setting set up for the skidder, so it's not doesn't do too good walking. Okay, so we're gonna see how many of these trees we can pick up with the grapple. Now I know I've done 3. Whoops, well, I just messed them up. Golly. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Okay, so I'm gonna see. I may not get that one that's kind of loose in there, or further back in there. Okay, so what have we got right here? I can't really see. Let's see, looks like 3 for sure. Okay, so we got 3 big logs. That one just slipped out, that little small one. I haven't used the grapple skidder in so long I forgot what all my controls are. Alright, so we got 3 pretty good sized logs. Let's just, and I got them squeezed as tight as I go, so let's just kind of drive around and see what happens. So far they're staying in there. It's not looking too good though. It's like it slipped a little bit. Yeah, it's like one of them's just about to come out. So that's what I'm saying. It's the grapple loader so far. You know, it's been. You can pretty much, and there it went. You can pretty much reliably get 2 logs, but this skidder seems to be able to get about 3 if you're careful. But I think, you know, again, it's just a function of the game, the way the trees react to each other and how stiff they are, I think is what's the problem. But, you know, I guess right now our limitation is the game, and that's not much we can do about it. But as far as the skidder, I'm really liking this one so far. I probably will not switch over to it from my cable skidder though. Alright, get off of there, log. Alright. Yeah, so the cable skidder, I mean, you can haul, gosh, as much as the chain will hold. And it's a pretty long chain, so it'll hold a good bit. But, you know, except for the little minor details with the chains on the tires and the cab kind of rocking around whenever you're trying to make small adjustments in the steering, it really is a pretty good little skidder. It does grab the logs pretty good. In fact, let me back up to another one. Yeah, I really wish, and I think what may have to happen. Let me see. Let me turn this all this back on. See, I think what they need to do is probably make some small adjustments in the, you know, speed. I think if if they reduce the speed just a little, and maybe could figure out, you know, it starts off really slow, then it just like shoots fast. If they could figure out how to fix that, I think it'd be a really awesome skidder. The suspension seems pretty good. It's got good traction, all that. I like the suspension, but you know, just those little minor details, which I know I'm kind of being a bit of a perfectionist on it, but I don't know. I think we're almost to the point with modding with this game where you could just about work all that out if you put a little time into it. But I mean, gosh, as far as the looks of it goes, I mean, it's a great looking skidder. So I mean, the detail in it's just fabulous. I mean, it's all the little bolts and screws and screens and stuff that's on there is just really awesome. So whoever modded this did a really good job. And you know, the interior, I can live with that because I don't really even use the interior. I like the grapple view. That's a nice camera view. But yeah, I wish that I wish you could be able to put well, either have chains or not chains. You know, I wish they could make that an option, like you can with a lot of different vehicles. And maybe, I'm not sure if the 555D will accept duals or not, but it'd be nice to be able to put dual tires on it. So that'd be kind of neat. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at the lights yet. Let's check out the lights. So you got one click does just the front 4, then I'm guessing another click, yeah, does the rest of them. There's a lot of lights on it. It looks pretty cool, so I'll have to test that out at night. And then there's one more click, and then one more turns them off. So not sure if yeah, I don't see anything going brighter, so it must be just a lot of tractors have 4 clicks. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is off. So a lot of them have that, and a lot of times that third click doesn't really do anything. So I'm not sure if it goes bright or not to look at that at night. But anyway, this is my review of the Caterpillar 555D grapple skidder, excuse me. And yeah, I'll have the link to this in the description below, so check that out. And actually, I believe, well, I know TMG Logging on Facebook, they put this out on their Patreon page. So I'm assuming that it's theirs, their model, that they paid for it and scripted it and modded it. So, but I'll have a link there in the description below if you want to go grab this and test it out for yourself and see how you like it. But overall, I think it's a really nice grapple skidder. Very well done. The detail is really high. Just a few minor little things I wish they would go back and fix, like as far as being able to put the chains on or off, possibly some dual tires, and like I said, I don't really care about the interior. But if they could fix the speed issue too, like I had to go look up and see what the top speed of a Caterpillar 555D is. They've got it, I think it was 27 here, which I don't know, may or may not be alright. A lot of these skidders like this, sometimes they will go pretty fast, but I know some of the skidders are limited on speed, but just because of the you wouldn't want a skidder this big going 50 or 60 miles an hour, that's for sure. They're probably limited on gear ratios and things too, I'm sure. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this mod review. Go check out this mod at the description below. I'll have it down there. You can go check it out. And anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a good one. We'll see you.